Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Spring training action on MLB The Show. It's the Baltimore Orioles going up against the New York Yankees. First pitch coming your way next. And on the hill, Ryan Weathers. How about a report on him, Chris?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Taylor Ward, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1.
First pitch, 105.
0-1. On the ground, and that's just foul. The 0-2. And that just misses.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touched it.
This ball's chopped on the ground. Nice grab from his knees, the throw, but it's not in time. Base hit.
Wow, he did everything he could on that play with the throw from his knee, but the hustle down the line was enough to earn him the infield knock, and that's a great baseball play all the way around.
So up next, Gunnar Henderson. Here's 0-1. And a foul ball. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball one. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges. One down. So now Pete Alonso at the plate. Alonso, former second-round pick out of the University of Florida. Swing and a chopper out to short. The throw to second. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. No score. We go to the bottom of the first, and getting the start for Baltimore, Zach Eflin. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
The opposing hitters are going to see a lot of cutters. This guy can throw it to the front side of the plate, the back side of the plate, so you're really not able to cheat to get the fat part of the bat on the baseball.
Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. Jackknifes out of the way. Two and 0 to count. Here it comes. Right through there for a strike. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Batting second, the right fielder, number 99, Aaron.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. Big time power. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0. Swings through that one for strike one.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Grisham on at first, nobody out. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2. Ground ball up the middle. Jackson. He flips it to second in time. A sensational double play.
Really nice double play turn right there, and it all started with that sweet glove flip on the feed to second. You know, these middle infielders, they spend a lot of time honing that glove work, so it just becomes like second nature. I think you also have to have a really good glove that's broken in, that's not too large, so that you can have a feel for that baseball and be able to flip it like you're barehanded.
Here comes Belly to take his cuts. In the air, right field. O'Neill has a beat on it. Reaching for it and brings it in. We played an inning, no score. We move ahead to the top of the second now. And into the box for Baltimore, Jordan Westburg. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. The 0-1. Bounced out to short. Lombard throws to first in time. One out in the second.
That is it. The first baseman, number 6, Ryan Mountcastle.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. No score here in the second. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
That is good. The catcher, number 35.
Here's Adley Rutschman, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Now there's a bullet down the line, and that's a fair ball. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay, tag, safe at home. And it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
One out, runner at second. Jeremiah Jackson, the next to hit for the One out and a runner at second here at the top of the second. Up the middle. Tosses to first. And there are two down. Here's Tyler O'Neill.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Just missed. Rutschman on third with two out. That one inside. Look out. Tap foul at the plate. Swings through that.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Swing and he popped it up. Caballero moving under it. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's an early 1-0 lead. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. We head to the bottom of the second. Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Ben Rice. And that is downstairs. And the count is 2-0. Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
Three-0 down. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. Still two challenges left for them. And a 3-1 on the way. Foul ball there. And a payoff pitch. And that's ball four.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Giancarlo.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. Swings through that one. 0-1. This one trailed right center field. That one heading for the fence and got him! A two-run homer, and they jump ahead in the second. It's 2-1. Two pitches, two swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big one. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Jose Caballero stepping in now for the Yankees.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Caballero measures 5 feet 10 inches, 29 years old, and he was born in Panama. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame, bottom half of inning number 2. Right through there for a strike. Ripped to third and caught. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Line drive to short and caught.
Batting in, the shortstop,
George Lombard Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Two down, nobody on. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And that's the inning. Giancarlo Stanton flexing that big-time power swing. We head on now to the top of the third. This is Yankees baseball on the show NYC. New inning getting started, and into the box for Baltimore, Blaze Alexander. Ground ball right side. Rice steps on the bag. One pitch and one out.
Up next for the Orioles, the left fielder, the 3, Taylor Ward.
Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Orioles. Reached on an infield single his first time. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Swings through that one. And now 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Ripped to short. On to first. First two batters retired here in the top of the third. So next to hit for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. He's 0 for 1. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. Challenge from behind the dish here. And that one did find the strike zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And it's 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Got him looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. And our score remains 2-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the Yankees catcher now, J.C. Escarra. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
This one in the air. Jackson settles underneath it. And there's one down.
Up next for the Yankees.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Now here's Trent Grisham. Walked to open the ball game. dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. And he'll reach second with one away.
Next for the Yankees.
Cutter on the inside edge of the plate. That's a tough pitch to handle, but he seemed to have no problem with it whatsoever. Turned on it nicely.
One out, runner at second. Here is Aaron Judge. Swing and a miss. Judge rips that one. Could be extra bases. Headed for the plate. The run comes in from second. The relay throw in there safely.
Well done. Drives in the run. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
So now with one away and a man at second, here comes Cody Bellinger. Flied to right his first time. And a swing and a miss there. To the right side, and it goes just foul. Got him swinging.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
That one fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down here in the last half of the third. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Man on second, 2 down. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. Yankees strike for a run on the RBI double. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. As we go to the top of the fourth, here's the designated hitter for the Orioles, Pete Alonso. Ryan Weathers will get back to work. Sliced hard but foul.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Judge takes it in for the out. And there's one away.
Up next for the Orioles, the third baseman,
Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. Grounded out his first time up. Pitch is in there. 0-1. To third, McMahon. Fires across the diamond. 2 quick outs here in the top of the fourth.
Up next for the Orioles, the first baseman, number 6, Ryan.
And next for the Orioles, Ryan Mountcastle. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Fought off foul. And that is that. Offense held in check there. We're midway in the fourth. Yankees 3 and the Orioles 1. You're watching Yankees baseball on the show, NYC. Bottom of the fourth, in now is the Yankees DH, Giancarlo Stanton. And first offering is fouled off. What a stop. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out. Here's the second baseman, Jose Caballero. 0 for 1 so far. And foul ball. Now the 0-1. That one lifted to left. Ward moving under this one. And there's 2 away. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1.
Ryan McMahon.
Two down, nobody on. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. The 1-2 sets him down on strikes. That K is his third of the game. Down in order go the Yankees, and the score stays 3-1. We go to the top of the fifth. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. Yeah, that's fouled off. Right through there for a strike. The changeup missing. And the count 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Liner, base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Jackson in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. When you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Up the middle, the flip, 1 at second, double play. That was some defensive wizardry.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Base is empty after the double play. Tyler O'Neill, the next to hit for the Orioles, just off the outside edge, and that's ball 1. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And it's a called strike after the review. So they've still got both their challenges. 2 down, nobody on. And there's a foul ball. Stays alive. And that one is downstairs. 1-2 to count. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the fifth. just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Now he breaks his bat. Caballero slings to first, and O'Neill is retired. That's the 3rd out. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. Score holds. It's 3-1. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and stepping in for the Yankees, George Lombard Jr. Grounds one to short. Henderson. The throw to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Up next for the Yankees, the catcher, J.C.
Now at the plate, J.C. Escarra. First time up was a pop out. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back there. And in one hops the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
1 out, runner at second. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. First pitch, and he has to get out of the way. 1 out, the runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering is fouled back. Out towards right center field. Alexander should have this one. And there's 2 away.
The right fielder, number 99.
Here's Judge now. Thinking he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. 1 left for the Yankees as the lead remains 3-1. Here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. At the plate, Blaze Alexander.
The center fielder, Blaze Alexander.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to...
Oh, that drilled him. Gathers and throws, but it's not in time. And I'm sure they'll go and check on the left-hander now. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
The Orioles with the tying run at the plate, and we're the top half of the 6th. Brings it in.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
So digging in, Gunnar Henderson. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
The 0-1. Up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He decides to hold on to it, and that leaves them with runners at first and second. Big at bat now as the polar bear, Pete Alonso, steps in. Oh, he can't hang on. Still slings it to second. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Jordan Westburg, and a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Two on, two outs. Swing and a pop up. And that's the third out. Orioles strand a couple, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Chase McDermott.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Bellinger up to hit. Both the infield and the outfield shifted over to the right. There's a swing and a drive. That's down. One hops off the wall. Throw cut off to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Stepping in, Ben Rice. He is struck out, and he is walked. Just missed. Man at second. On the ground to third. In plenty of time to first. One away, bottom of the sixth.
Up next for the Yankees, the
And here is Giancarlo Stanton. And he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A two-run shot in the second inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
Looks like they want to set up the double play. Intentional walk will make it first and second with one gone. First and second, one out. Jose Caballero stepping in now for the Yankees. The Yankees going with a pinch hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr. He comes to the plate in a huge spot in this one. Chisholm with a homer in his last game. No question about this one. It's out of here. A three-run shot, and they add on. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. I love the approach as a pinch hitter right there. Don't let him steal a strike on you just because you're coming in cold off the bench. If you get something to handle, jump all over it. And he was on that one. It's a big boost to the dugout.
Coming out for the Orioles, Keegan Aiken.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
One down. And next for New York, Ryan McMahon. First pitch swinging. Ground ball to the right side. He'll do it himself, and they got him.
Up next for the Yankees.
2 outs, base is empty. George Lombard Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And the batter now, J.C. Escara. The 0-1. Action in the pen down there. Kyle Bradish, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Cano getting cranked up as well. This one in the air, center field. And that is that. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Osvaldo Bido.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Orioles making a move for a pinch hitter, Kobe Mayo. And first offering is fouled off. That one missed. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. So the call stands. Still one challenge left for them. The 1-1. This one in the air, center field. Grisham is there, makes the catch.
Up next for the Orioles.
Orioles making a move for a pinch hitter, Jackson Holliday. Looking to start something with one gone. Jackson Holliday stands in now and watches strike one. The Yanks leading by 5 here in the top half of inning number 7. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Jackson stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Two one now. Inside, just missed. And it's fouled away. Payoff pitch. Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. That's the second out.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
Now, Tyler O'Neill. Holiday leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And there's a hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Up next for the Orioles.
Next to hit, Blaze Alexander. 1 for 2. High in the air, out to right. Judge under it. And that is that. Yankees 6 and the Orioles 1. Samuel Basallo, the new catcher now.
Number 29, Samuel.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate.
Leading up for the Yankees, the center fielder, Trent Grisham.
The Yankees going with a pinch hitter, Spencer Jones.
Spencer Jones.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next for the Yankees, the right fielder, number 99.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate.
Judge.
And first offering is fouled off. Fouled off left side. And the 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder, Cody.
Here's Cody Bellinger. 1 for 3. Swing and a pop off in foul ground. 2 down.
Now pitching for the
Yennier Cano gets the ball now.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Digging in, Ben Rice. Hard liner. And that is that. Nice work from the Baltimore pen there. 8th inning coming up. Yankees 6 and the Orioles 1. It's an AL East matchup. Now as it'll be a pinch hitter to lead off, Dylan Beavers. Dylan Beavers leading things off and takes a strike. The 0-1. And that one fouled off. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Lifted in the air down the left side. Fair ball. And the leadoff man aboard.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
And into the box for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. Close but called a ball. Ball 1.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Up against the wall and brings it in.
Up next is Orioles.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Leody Taveras. Runner on first and one down for him. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Out number 2.
Up next is Orioles. The third baseman, Jordan Westburg.
Here's the third baseman, Jordan Westburg. 0 for 3 in this one. And the slider just misses. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. No challenges left for them now. Foul ball. The 1-1. Foul ball there. One and 2 now. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Got it. Really had to move for that catch. And that is that. One left for the Orioles. They trail it 6-1. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And stepping in for New York, Giancarlo Stanton. Aaron Boone making a move for a new bat. Paul Goldschmidt. Paul Goldschmidt leading things off and takes a strike. Cano, a former All-Star, 32 years old, and he was born in Cuba. Swings through that.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
That missed by a lot. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. O'Neill raging back towards the wall. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. The 2-2. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That gets down for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
The batter, number 13.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. He's already homered here in this one. In the air to left center. Beavers on the move to the alley. 1 away. One out man at first. Here's Ryan McMahon now. Ripped, and he can't glove it. It's by him. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And the throw's offline, safe at third. George Lombard Jr. will hit next. He's 1 for 3, picked up his first major league hit earlier.
Well, there's no time for him to be reflective right now, but you know he will be later on. The pressure's off a little bit with that first knock out of the way, though.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. 2 on, 1 out. Hit on the ground to short. Henderson. And there's 2 down. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Kyle Bradish. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Here's the catcher, J.C. Escarra.
The catcher, J.C. Escarra.
This one in the air, right field. Pulls it in on the run. That is the inning. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Through 8 full, Yankees out in front, 7-1. Last chance coming up for the Orioles. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jake Bird.
And he's had 3 days off since he pitched last, so expect him to be totally rested. I'm sure he's itching for this opportunity right now.
Kobe Mayo getting ready to hit. Fly to center his first time. Now a screamer into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first, heading for 2. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Samuel Basallo, the next to hit for the Orioles. That one close, ruled a ball. And it's 1-0. There's a strike at the knees. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the top of the 9th. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. And that one hit to first. Rice takes it to the bag. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
Up next for the Orioles, the second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, Jeremiah Jackson. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Runner on at third, 1 gone. And there's a ball. Right side, hard hit. Rice takes it himself, and the Orioles down to their final out.
Up next for the Orioles, the right fielder.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Tyler O'Neill. He swings and fouls one off. This could end it. Now a blooper back behind short. That's a base hit. Run scores. Orioles an out away. Blaze Alexander now at the plate. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. O'Neill, the runner at first with 2 gone. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Winning never gets old, but it's also important to come out and play with some level of a fear of failure. That's what brings out the best, knowing that if I don't bring it today, we could lose. And nobody likes to lose, especially when you work this hard to play at this level. Nice win today.
Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.